What is up with it, homies? If you're an artist, I'm sure you know about the whole Sienna trend. We choose our favorite characters because we see ourselves in them. Yeah, that one. I thought it would be a really cute idea making it into a sketchbook spread. So if you're down with it, grab your snacks, your sketchbook, and let's get on with the video. Hi guys. Hi guys. Okay, so this is what we're working with. I know it's not the prettiest page you've ever seen, but that's the point of this because we're trying to give this some love. You feel me? Like, so I would use this page for like figure studies. I don't know if you can kind of see like the faint line right there. And I had like some stuff stuck over here. Here's some planning for my straw page. Check out my straw page, guys. I do have a straw page. And over here, I was trying to do a little chibi. I wish I took a picture of this when it was like, when it had all the things on it. Because I think the pictures that I took have like everything out, like erased or something. I forget. So the goal is to do that one trend, and it's this one. We often choose our favorite characters because we see ourselves in them. So that's what we're gonna do here. I already have like the little sketches for all the characters. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the sketches. So let's go from the beginning. Okay, but this is for temper. They're gonna be like here in the corner. Or let me just, you guys will visualize with me, okay? Let's do this. And then for run around, we're gonna use Beo. And then for jump in the pool, I feel like, is his name Heisuke? Heisuke? Is that his name? Heisuke? He's gonna be right there next to us. And then for sing to pet, of course, Atsushi right there. And then be sensitive will be Law right here in the corner. So do you guys see the vision? Are you envisioning? Heck yeah, that's the goal. This is the goal. So we're starting off with the background. I'm going to be using a blue color. I wanted something similar to the Sienna song album cover, but the blue that I'm using is slightly more brighter. Oh wait, hold up. Whoa, hold my horses, guys. I gotta put a paper in the bottom. Oh, look at this color though. But yeah, we are gonna have to do several layers by side. You guys have no idea how much I love the color blue. Like anytime I see the color blue, like I feel like my eyes get bigger, or like my eyes sparkle and shit. Like I don't know. I'm gonna just do like a faint line around the character, so I don't go past it. Kind of like a sticker. Alright, homies, we are back. I just took a break, but before that, I just did a little bit of fixing around the line. I don't know if you guys can tell. We're actually going to start painting. I keep referring this as a character, but this is supposed to be me. So we're gonna start painting this dude. I guess we'll just go. We're gonna start painting this dude. Okay, so I've seen many artists start with paint and then render after with lining. But I'm gonna be real. I'm a little bit more comfortable lining first, then touching up after if needed. I am sort of new with acrylic markers. I don't have much practice with them other than blocking down color. For example, I haven't yet attempted to try blending or tried using any fancy techniques. Okay, homies, so we have different lighting. There's a little bit of a change since I noticed that the face was a little bit lopsided. I think like this area is kind of lopsided. I also added a little bit of texture around the face since I just felt like something was missing and it was like too plain. Okay, so I currently have blonde hair. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I should make this blonde or if I should make this brown because my natural hair color is brown. And I usually draw myself with brown hair. I'm gonna start it with blonde, and then if it kind of looks yucky, then I'll just go with the brown. I do consider myself an occasional artist, as I like to say. I mostly would do digital, but I can't even say that I'm good at that. Mostly due to the fact that I don't draw as consistently. But with this channel, I hope to give myself the task to create more since art is something I want to improve on. And I can say that yes, I have started drawing and creating more frequently, all thanks to this channel. Okay, homies, it is day 2 of trying to finish this spread. So I was thinking of adding little stickers around the face and the hair. Just something cute so that it's like not too bare. Is that too big? I feel like I'm making him too big. This is kind of hard, guys. And of course we gotta go with them skulls because you know I love skulls. I know you guys are probably wondering like, what is that thing on your shoulder and why do you keep drawing that? It's like a mascot of some sort, I guess. It's usually something I tend to draw frequently. I know you guys might know what it might represent, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. It is not that deep. It's just a little guy. I was imagining the skull to be right here and then this over here. Oh my god, it's so cute. Should I do another one? Like a star? A blue star? You guys, fun fact about me, I don't know how to draw stars. Like if I was held at gunpoint and someone was like, make a perfect star or make a star, I'd be dead. Yeah, I think that's cute. Okay. We did it, guys. Okay, so now we're gonna do the letters and we're gonna cut them out. This is what we're gonna write. Okay, so what color are we gonna use? Blue? Again, should we do like a pastel rainbow? I feel like yeah, we should. Okay, so these are the colors that we're gonna use for the letters. Okay, so here's the thing about the letters. My thing was gonna be that I was going to write the letters onto the sketchbook, but then I was like, nah, think smarter, work less harder, or whatever that's called, whatever the saying goes. I was like, let me just write it on a separate piece of paper, but I really didn't calculate how much I was gonna have to cut out. I was just going with the flow, I guess. So I just find that so funny because now I have to individually cut every single letter. And also, yes, I did forget the A and because, but we figured it out later, so we're good. We good, homies. Like, chill. This is so funny. This R is so funny. And yes, that letter R was my favorite letter of all the letters. It is a silly little letter. I love it so much. I don't know, it just looks so funny. It looks so cute. Okay, homies, it is day 3 of trying to finish this spread. There are a little bit of changes. We did actually cut every single individual letter. As you can see, they're not yet glued on, but I just put them on here just to get a feel of where they're going to be for later. Because I do plan on adding a little bit more to the background, just a little bit. I did add a little bit of shading to the shirt, you know, just for, because I just felt like the shirt felt a little bit too plain. Also did some to the hair, just to add a little bit more texture. Right now we're gonna work on these guys. You can see I got a little bit of paint on there accidentally. But that's okay because we're gonna cut them out. All right, so I'm gonna be introducing the characters and speaking a little bit about them and the series. Not necessarily on how I relate to them, kind of just on why I like them, just so that we can just keep this a good vibe type of video. But I do kind of go off on one of them a little bit. Starting off with Mob, we do not know their name. They're only identified as Mob or a background character. Even at the start, bro didn't even introduce himself. He was just like, and yeah guys, I just realized that this world that I live in is a BL. Sign me up right now. Sign me up to be a voice actor. Sign me up right now. Let me know in the comments down below if I should become a voice actor. Type 1 if yes, type 2 if yes. Okay. But we do get the names of the other characters, which makes sense since our main character is technically a Mob character. Like, why should we know his name, right? Mob is from a series called A Man That Defies the World of BL, where basically the world he lives in is a whole multiverse of BL tropes. Left and right, our Mob character has noticed and is overly careful crafting his way out, calculating his next move or sentence, how not to stand out. Just being the mob character he thinks to be, because they just want an ordinary life. This series is heavily filled with tropes. There's also a live action drama if you guys are interested. Mob very much itches my aromanticism. The way they react in certain situations is very much a shared feeling. This series is one of my favorites because it makes me laugh. It's being brought up with a trope, clocking it, and then seeing how the character goes about it. The reference I used for the colors was from the official cover art. There was this white triangle highlight on the character's nose. I tried it out and I thought it actually looked cute, so I incorporated it into all the other drawings. So yeah, we stole it, guys. We were finessing for real. And here we have Beel. I always smile when I think about him. Beel, also known as Beelzebub, is one of my ultimate favorite characters. Beel is from the game and series called Obey Me, Shall We Date? Basically, you're taken to Devildom, a devil-demon realm that has a student exchange program. There, you meet 7 brothers based off of the 7 deadly sins: pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. Beel takes up gluttony. Beel, the avatar of gluttony, is a big back, but a known fact is that he eats as much as he works out, and I find that very relatable to me because I do that too. I only have one special Beel card. I tried getting another, but my luck never hit. I do have the sheep plush that was released a while back, and the makeshift Beel plush. I think they hinted into making minifigures soon, but I don't know. Like small figures, not like mini Lego figures. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Let me know if you guys have played Obey Me and who's your favorite. Other than Beel, I'd say that Diavolo would also be my number 1. And also Simon, bro, just so majestic, dude. Like, why do angels have better face? Like, what is going on in Devildom? Is that their style or something over there? Like, what's going on? Also, guys, apologies for that finger injury. I didn't think at the time when I was filming everything that I had a literal injury on my finger. Like, I knew that I had an injury, but like I didn't think like it would be gross in any way. I don't know if you guys are grossed out. I was just thinking about that. I was like, oh, what if people like grossed out about that? I'm so sorry. Usually I just like thug it out. That's why I didn't put like no band-aid on it. Or if I would have remembered, I would have actually put like a band-aid on it. The thing that happened was that I hit my hand against the elliptical at 3 a.m. because you already know we on that grind for real. Heisuke is from the series Sakamoto days, where a very epic hitman retires having a small convenience store. We meet many interesting characters, one being Heisuke, accompanied by his bird companion Pisuke. Heisuke is known to be gullible. He sort of has that golden retriever type energy, but I don't relate to any of that. What really hit for me was the more serious aspects of him, how he tries his best to prove to others and himself that he can. And what I like is that bro just keeps going. He keeps gripping onto the skill that he has. Heisuke locks in when he needs to lock in. Also, I like how he found his place with the Sakamoto crew. Broski just needed genuine support, friends who understood his skill. I just love the concept of characters with a little companion or familiar, like Natsu and Happy, Mahiro and Kuro, like Yagami and Ryuk, and so on. Atsushi is from the series Bungou Stray Dogs, an armed agency whose members have powers. They solve cases that are too difficult for police. Atsushi gets adopted or, well, recruited into the agency and helps with various of cases, also learning how to control his own set of powers. I'm gonna be real, I don't necessarily have any big reason as to why I like Atsushi, other than I think he's adorable and he has that monochrome theme going on. And I absolutely love tigers. The first paycheck I received for my first job, I bought a cute Atsushi plush. It came with the little tiger coat and his uniform outfit. I also cosplayed Atsushi at a convention twice. I just had like a really big Atsushi phase. I actually don't have much Atsushi merch other than the plush, the cosplay, and an Android. But yeah, honestly, anything monochrome theme catches my eyes. White, black are my two favorite colors next to blue, and I love any shade variants, light or dark from either. Same when it comes to animals, pandas, polar bears, leopards, tigers, but like zebras, I don't know, I just feel like they're too much. I don't know, too much stripes. It's kind of crazy. Trafalgar Law from the series One Piece. I left Law as sensitive since Law is emotionally sensitive. He's torn and hurt. I know many left him as temper, but I was just trying to poke at him from a different side of him. One that was a little bit more relatable towards me, but we're just keeping it low-key. You know, the emotional deep core of Law, of course, yeah. Law was not my favorite at first. I can proudly say that because I'm a #1 Law hater next to all of the other Law haters. Unfortunately, it was thanks to a silly blonde man who wore face paint that made me be like, I guess he's like cool or whatever. And I will definitely not mention the figures, plushies, cards, pins, keychains, bags, sweaters, and posters that I own of him. Like guys, come on, I'm telling you, I'm the #1 hater for real. Can we talk about his recent fit though? His fit with like the tank top is the one that I decided to draw for this. I don't know, I feel like it's the best one. The punk hazard one is I also like the sweater from Dressrosa. It's probably the blue and the white that I really like. So let me just go over like all of the different mediums that I used to color in all of the characters. I used colored pencils, acrylic markers, alcohol markers, and gel pen, like the Jelly Roll gel pen for the white highlights. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Charlotte Katakuri from the series One Piece. He comes out in later arcs. Katakuri is the third eldest son of Big Mom. He is very much a protector. He cares a lot about his family. He's perceived as strong, and being the oldest, he has a sense of pressure to remain strong, stoic, and protect. In this series, it's mentioned that he never lays on his back, that Kata is always locked in. I find Kata to be cool. Also, his fit is mad for someone that's hitting his 50s. But hey, we ain't complaining, right chat? Also, the way that they have a sweet tooth, that just makes him more likable. But an important factor is how hard he works and the way he looks out for his brothers and sisters. Something that warmed my heart were Burley's and Kata's interactions and also like their backstory. I honestly love that. We got a sense of how much importance Kata has, and that dynamic he has with Burley, how she was comforting and reassuring him later, was absolutely beautiful. I will say that I actually like Brule, or Brule, however you say it. They're like chill or whatever, but it's probably because I got like mad sister issues. But speaking of sisterly characters, one that is not related, but like that I think is cool as well is Plucky from Animal Crossing New Horizons. I don't know if that says a lot or I don't know. But we're speaking of Kata. Kata's cool. The way that I colored in the Katakuri drawing just gave me some type of like nostalgia, and I don't know what it is. And for some reason, it's giving like tattoo, but then it's not. I'm like, no, it's not tattoo, right? It's not giving me tattoo. It's something else that I can't really name. But I really, really like how I colored in the little fluffy scarf thing. I think maybe that's why. I just really like fluffy scarf cloud looking things. So I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, so we finally finished coloring all of the guys in. It is now time to add a little bit more to the background. Yes, sir. We're starting off with some blue and some white to lighten up the color. Okay, so for the texture, I have a sponge, of course in the color blue, because my favorite color is blue. And we also have some bubble wrap paper or bubble paper. I kind of want to do like little like texture things like this, you know? So hopefully like turns out how I imagine it to. Just like smearing it on. Yo, okay, I see. Okay. Then can we reuse it? I used different shades of the lighter mixture. I also tested out a navy blue color, but I didn't like the brightness to it, so I covered it up. But it turned out to be my most favorite section of the background. I was going to use a different method, like the bubble paint method, where you mix paint with soap and then you blow bubbles. But I felt like that would have been a little bit more of a edgier type texture. But that's giving like an idea for, you know, more options of how to create texture, say if you're looking for something like that. So I used the sponge just to add a little bit more texture around the areas, and also leaving a section up at top for the letters just so that they don't get mixed up with the background. Alright homies, I turned up the brightness because it is getting dark in here. But this is what we have. Look how cute. I don't know if it's a little bit strange for it to be like pastel-y and then with the blue. But I don't know, I kind of like it. This be giving like Fruit Loops, but alphabet soup. Fruit Loops. Would you guys eat that? I'd eat that. And then for the guys, let's put the guys on here. And of course we went straight into gluing. For the letters, I used a glue stick, and then for the characters, I used Mod Podge because it was more effective. I don't know if you guys have ever questioned like what your artwork would taste like. I've seen those videos where people are like, what does my artwork taste like? And then people comment on different sorts of things. And I was actually thinking about it. And then like the first thing that popped into my head was like 5 gum, but with the wrapper. Kind of giving like that minty taste, and then with that like the texture of the wrapper. Is that weird? Like I don't know, I just thought about that. I was like, oh, like minty but like with the wrapper. I don't know. What do you guys think my artwork would taste like? Now it's time for the finishing touches, the writing. So I was freaking out with the writing, but good thing that I planned beforehand where things were gonna go. I don't know if you guys can see, but I had my tablet right there with like an image and that I took before, and I wrote the letters onto the image so I can like keep it as like a reference for this, you know, while writing. So that was very helpful. Just a little life hack just in case one day you need to write something on a sketchbook. And also I apologize for my voice. I feel like it fluctuates a lot, and I have a very bad vocal fry, and many times I have to like re-record what I have to say because my vocal fry is just acting up and I sound angry and I'm not angry. I don't know, it's just crazy. Also, you guys, let me know what you think. Like, tell me all the deets. Honestly, I never would have thought that I would make such a video. For some reason, I just kept going with it. Like something behind my brain was like, dude, you just gotta finish it. And then I was like, why though? And it's like, just do it, just keep finishing it. And then I was stressing over like the voice recording because it was like so bad. So I truly apologize if there's any pops or little mouth noises. It just happens, bro. Like I can't. I tried too many times, bro. Like I just need some training. I just gotta get my practice in, you feel? So yeah. And I don't know, this is a random story, but last year I went to the fair and I got a card reading. Hold up, pause, just relax. Anyways, so I sat there in front of the dude, and I think it was like $10, and I asked for something career wise, and they basically said that I was going to become like a really famous artist or whatever, and that but I have to keep pursuing what I'm doing, and then I'll actually like get out there. So I'm really thinking about it, like theories and stuff. Like damn, maybe this is what I gotta do, to do the thing. But he said it in the sense of an artist, like a singer. Like broski, I don't even sing, broski. But like he was on the correct wavelength, right? An artist. Honestly, like what if I am like a secretly hidden music artist or something? Like what if I just haven't sparked out of me or something? But I don't know if maybe the way that I was dressed, I was wearing cargo pants, all black, and I had my Trafalgar Law bag strapped on me, and on the strap it literally says death. So maybe they thought that I was like some type of like emo artist, like a screamo type artist. I don't know. And I had my hair was dyed, of course, blonde. So maybe that gave, or maybe it's just the vibes. Maybe the vibes that I was giving. I don't know. But yeah, I think that I find that really interesting, and I keep thinking about it, bro. What if Broski was correct? What if this is a start of something? Damn, getting all sentimental and shit. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should get a card reading for $10. Yeah, get some funnel cake as well while you're at it. This project took like 5 days plus two for like this character sketches. It is certainly a really big one. And I know the whole Sienna trend is over and we're nearing the new year, but I worked day and night on this just because I thought it was a cute, silly idea to make it into a sketchbook spread. So heck yeah, I'm gonna post it. I only have 2 videos up, this one and my intro, but so many things have happened behind the scenes, and I've been creating art consistently or constantly for this channel. The assets, the PNGs, the artwork itself. Art does take a lot of time, guys. That's why it'd be taking me a long time to get this out. I'm gonna be real. But all in all, this project is like a stepping stone, a moment in history for me, because the amount of new experiences that I have encountered is honestly so mad. Like the support, and also like the support on TikTok, the support from you guys, it's crazy. I honestly never thought that my art would be liked by people. I know it sounds weird, uh, but it's kind of like, what? Like you actually like this? Thank you. But go check out my intro if you haven't, if you want to get to know a little bit about me. And also, I do have a playlist in the description if you're into music like that. So yeah, but I'll give you a run through. Basically, my goals are to create, share, and improve in my artwork. Those are like the main for my channel. But yeah, just thank you again, homies. Y'all are cool or whatever. And this is a final result. Yeah. Honestly, I think it looks super cute. This was such a large project for me. It has been a couple of days since I've completed this. We did do a little bit of changes. For example, the chin. It was just off by 1 pixel. It just didn't help that the image was a little bit off center, but in a way it was good so that the little hair at top wasn't like in the center. You feel me? Because then it would have been like cut off. So that's why it looks a little bit different. But yeah, it is hard to draw something in the middle of a sketchbook. It is very hard because like your mind thinks like, oh, it's symmetrical, but it's not symmetrical. It's a little bit off centered. But I just want to say thank you for watching this far, and be sure to comment a skull emoji with your favorite color of heart. Yes. I love to see that. I love skulls. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, homies, and create. That's a good one, huh? That's a good one. Tell me that's not good. Tell me that's not a good one. Stay safe and create. Yo, that's a good one right there.